7-year-old Tassie woke up early when the roosters crowed. Finally, today was the day. She ran out to the garden. She had an important job to do. 2 months ago, Tassie's grandma went on a trip to visit family in New Zealand. Tassie and her grandma were very close. Life at home in Samoa just wasn't the same without her grandma. So Tassie had been counting the days until grandma would come home. And now that grandma was almost back, Tassie needed to make her an ula. Tassie decided to use pink and white frangipani flowers to make the ula. The flowers grew on the trees in front of their house. Grandpa had planted those trees many years ago. Tassie climbed a few of the trees to pick the flowers. She tucked one frangipani flower behind her ear. She held another flower up to her nose. Tassie closed her eyes and sniffed its sweet scent. Grandma always said nothing reminded her more of home than the fragrance of frangipani. When she had enough flowers, Tassie sat down in the shade beneath one of the trees. She began to sew the flowers onto a long cotton string to make them into a necklace. While she sewed, she sang Grandma's favorite songs. After a long time, the ula was finished. Tassie tied the ends of the cotton together. She stood up and put the ula over her head. The flowers reached down to her knees. Tassie ran inside to show it to her mother. "It's perfect," said Mum. That evening, Tassie's father drove her family to the airport. Tassie waited outside the arrival door. She held tightly to her ula. Finally, she saw her grandmother walking towards her. Tassie ran to Grandma and placed the ula around her neck. "Welcome home, Grandma," she called out. "I'm so happy to see you." Grandma hugged Tassie tightly. She held the frangipani ula up to her nose. Then she closed her eyes and breathed in the sweet smell of the frangipani flowers. "Fa'afetai lava, Tassie," Grandma said. "Thank you very much. What a wonderful welcome home."